walls with boughs of holly.
Hi guys, it's Shell with Creative Shell Bear, and we are on day 17 of our stocking stuffer series. So let me show you what I came up with. This is a packaging for some fingernail polish with a shaker component. Isn't that cool? I love that. And who thinks to put shakers on packaging? I don't, but I thought, I think that'd be really cute. It's something fun. Okay, so for your main color, you need 6.5 by 5.5, and then we're just going to score these. I'm going to score it at 2 inches, 4 inches, and 6 inches. And that gives us ½ an inch left over. So, and then for our shaker card, you need it 3.5 by 3. And the 3.5 is going to be, or the 3 is going to be up and down. So you want it up and down, and you're going to score on the 3.5 size. So just ½ inch on either side. Okay, that's all for that. And if I remember, I will put the measurements down below. If I forget, I will definitely put them on my blog at creativeshellbear.wordpress.com. So, sorry, I totally forgot this part. Then you're going to want to go ahead and score on 1 inch from either side. So, there we go. Okay, now you just want to go ahead and score and burnish all the side or all the score lines. Just kind of line it up and make sure. Okay, and then on the top and the bottom, 1 inch. If for some reason your fingernail polish, if you need more than 3.5 inches, which is what this ends up being, I think. Yeah, 3.5 inches. Then, you can make it taller. So instead of 5.5, that looks crooked, go to, 6.5 if you have tall fingernail polish. Mine's kind of short and squatty, so this works pretty well for that. Okay, so we're just going to fold this in 3 sections. So it's a triangle, which I thought was kind of an interesting shape. And then we're just going to glue it down. And I'm just using my art glitter glue. Of course, it always clogs. But if you guys haven't tried this art glitter glue, I definitely recommend it. It's really awesome. Okay, and then just go ahead and flip that over like this. And if you need something tall, just use a pen or your burnishing tool or something just to get a good connection. Isn't that easy? Okay, so on the top, you're going to cut up to where you burnished it to the score line. So you're just going to kind of do a really sharp V shape. And the reason it needs to be sharp is because when you fold it over, if it's not too, if it's not sharp enough, you'll have to make some adjustments. So, but if you do a kind of sharp one, that works really good. So I want to say thank you guys to everyone, all my new subscribers. This has really been a fun journey for me, a fun series for me. And can't believe we're already on day 17, but I appreciate all you guys, all your kind comments and stuff. And, sometimes I think, can I do 15 more days of this? But I have still tons of ideas planned for our stocking stuffer series, so I think I can do it. So we'll see. Okay, so that's that. And then see, when you fold it over, you don't have anything over your edges or anything like that. So, and then I just put a little, you can use double-sided tape if you want to on this. I just had my art glitter glue. What I do usually is I just go ahead and throw my fingernail polish inside the box, and it kind of gives it a little weight. And I think that works really well. Okay, and we have our little box formed. And see, that looks really good too. So, and I actually work with this inside. I don't know why, but I do. So, okay, so let me show you the shaker component. Okay, so we have our 3 by 3.5, and then again we scored on the long side, up and down on the long side. So we're gonna just go ahead and bend those in. I'll show you why I did that. Because here's our box, and when I was messing with this and kind of designing it, it didn't really lay good if it was just a flat piece. It was just almost too short. So I kind of gave myself a little bit of room for the shaker part. And then just go ahead and, you know, you put this around each of the corners because it fits differently. So, you know, find the spot where it fits the best and then just use that for your shaker card. So, and I have this square punch, and this is really the only one that would fit the size that I was looking for, fit my piece of paper. So I just went with that, but you can, if you have something smaller, you can go with that. If you have, you know, like a Cricut or an electronic machine, then you could certainly use that. But again, I'm just using what I have. The hardest part for this is to line it up. So I kind of have to get in here, and I just kind of make sure it's all the way to the back. And then that helps me line it up on either side. And then just kind of, you know, eyeball it or kind of estimate where, you know, the center is. Then I just give it a good punch and hope for the best. And see, that's pretty close. It's a little bit to the left, but that's okay. It's close enough for me. So, okay, and so what I'm doing is I have some more of my bags, and this bag is really thin, little plastic bag, and I picked this up on eBay years ago, and I got 100 of them, 2 1/4 by 8.5 inches, or by 8 inches. So again, we're just going to put our sequins in here. And this technique I learned from watching Nurse Tara. And I had never thought about using bags for, you know, for our sequins. And I really like her projects and stuff, and her idea to use sequins in a bag. I just thought it was really cool. It's less mess, less stress, and so if I remember, I will put a link to her site on here. You guys can see where I got the idea to use bags. I'm just using a mix. I kind of wanted some green in this one. So I finally opened my greens that I got, and I just picked up these sequins. Oops. I guess we got to make sure I'm hitting the... I ordered these sequins off of Cartwright's, and they have really good sales. You know, most of these bags, the sequins that I got, like this size, were only 75 cents. So really inexpensive. And I'm just making a huge sequin mess here. So this weekend we were heading to Texas for vacation, and My husband and I, we haven't been on vacation together in like 12 years. So, and all my family live in Texas. I'm in Colorado now. So we're going to head there for Thanksgiving. So if I'm kind of scatterbrained, then you guys probably have a good idea why. Because I'm trying to get their, you know, Christmas presents together and stuff, so I don't have to mail them, and get people lined up to, you know, check, to watch after our critters and stuff. We have cats and goats and chickens, and it's really, yeah, it's really been interesting. Things I don't normally think about because, you know, we never go on vacation. So it's really interesting. Okay, so you just want to take your bag and just kind of measure it about where you want it to be. Again, I'm just going to use the tape, so I'm just going to fold the tape down, or fold the tape, and I'll show you that real quick. And again, I picked that up from Nurse Tara too, and I really like her website. And the tape is around here somewhere else. Okay, and I'm just using clear cellophane tape. And I'm just going to put a piece on it, and I'm not going to put it all the way down because I want the tape to fold on itself. That way, your sequins have less chance of getting stuck. So if you do, and you fold it on itself, then there's not like, you know, a room for it to go up in there. You just want to burnish it really good. And I'm just going to trim the tape off. And we're just going to set it inside our little thing. And it's a little bit too wide. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing that I did over here, or on the other side over here. I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the top over here with the cellophane tape. The bad thing about this little tiny window is that your tape kind of goes through it, sees through it. So, but I think I can fix it so that that doesn't happen. And that looks good to me. So now we're just going to get our double-sided sticky tape, and this is just some I got from off the internet. We kind of live out in the boonies, so I get a lot of stuff off the internet. So I'm just going around all four edges. Okay. And then I'm just going to take it off and we'll tape that down. This is really a really simple package. And you know what I was thinking is, you know, Christmas, you know, you go over the top. You know, all your packages have these beautiful bows and, you know, beautiful wrapping and stuff. So why not put a shaker component on? I just think it's such a neat idea. And then I'm just going to measure that up. You know, just kind of add some extra bling to our Christmas package. Isn't that cute? So easy, so simple. I love it. Okay, so now the way that we're going to attach this to our box is we're going to use some pop dots. And I'm just going to put 2 on each side. It's, you know, it's just simple and it's cute. And I'm taking more time this year wrapping stocking stuffers. Usually I just kind of throw them in there. But I thought, you know, I get tired of just, you know, the same stocking stuffers every year. It all looks the same. It all, you know, just kind of sits in the bottom of the stocking. And that's why I started this series, because I thought, you know, if I'm tired of the same thing and if I have problems thinking of stocking stuffers, then maybe other people do too. So I hope you guys are really enjoying this. I'm getting a lot of really nice comments and stuff. So, okay, so we just want to set it here on our box. Isn't that cute? I love it. I really like how it turned out. Okay, and then I'm just going to use just a touch more of the art glitter glue to secure the sides down. You don't have to do this step. I just liked it better, and it was so much easier than the way I was doing it before. It gives me a little bit more space to work with. So, and it's just not as difficult as, you know, just working with a little tiny area. So, okay, and then since that's still open, kind of get that. And then we will do the top like we did the bottom. Just put just a touch of glue. I guess that's all I need. And then I'm going to flip it over just to kind of give it a little bit of weight so that it seals on itself. And then I'm just going to use some little, just some simple little stickers that I had in my stash to just add, you know, around the edges and stuff. What do you guys think of the triangle box? Isn't that kind of unusual? When my niece came over, she didn't know what I had put in there, so she was making all these guesses, and she's like, oh, you put lip balm in there, or, you know, oh, you put this in there, this in there. Well, truthfully, you can put anything in there. You know, it's just that versatile, and, you know, it's just something fun. I'm going to trim. Mine is just a little bit too long on top, so I'm just going to trim that off just so it's kind of a neat package. Let's see. Try to make it a neat package anyways. Now, if you had any of those little, you know, sticky bows or something, you could certainly put those on here too. For some reason, I don't have any in my stash. I know it's amazing because I have everything in my stash. But for whatever reason, I just don't have any. So, but you can always make a hand bow on top of it if you want. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it like this. Maybe put some candy canes up there. Just because I have plenty of candy canes. Fold that one over. What do you guys think? I think it turned out so adorable. And then it's just a little shaker. But it certainly dressed up fingernail polish that, you know, normally I would just throw in the bottom of the stocking, and that's where it'd hang out until somebody, you know, reaches all the way down. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. Stay tuned tomorrow for day 18 of our stocking stuffer series. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a great day.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. 'Tis the season to be jolly.